All right, good morning and welcome back to some more Sabbath of the Witch. Can I just say that libraries are like forever ruined for me? I will never see them the same again. And with that, let's go ahead and continue on. Morning already. That's what I say. I did a little bit of sleep, but not nearly enough. Yeah, I feel that one too. What happened yesterday in the library left me thinking about all sorts of stuff. This has got him contemplating the meaning of life and other things that a man shouldn't have to think about at this age. Why did Ayachi-san do that? I could tell you. Do you want to know? Like, okay, let's say that she actually does get horny sometimes. Yes, believe it or not, women get horny too. Crazy, right? Like we just think of men, men can't control themselves, right? But women also get urges. It's wild. It's almost like the human body just does that, whether regardless of your gender. But doing that at school, that's not normal. I'm not saying I've done that at school, but I'm sure there's other people that have. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna say that she was the first. Ayachi-san, I feel like she should be one consulting people about her issues, not the other way around. Damn, Shuji. Okay, so I spent all night thinking about the incident. Yeah, I'm sure he was under the covers. Yeah, I'm sure he was thinking about it really, really hard. Morning came. I don't think morning was the only one, but before I knew it, I knew it would be better if I just forgot all about it, but it would have just been forever seared into my brain. Damn, this is our apartment? Do we live here alone? Because obviously visual novel, anime, manga parents don't exist. Like they're just not there. So this must be ours. Do we live with somebody?
おはよう、
What?
修二。え、どうした？なんだか元気がないじゃないか。
We actually have a dad character? I mean, we did in Cafe Stella too, so should I really be surprised? It's been a while since I played that, so I'm just so not used to having some kind of fatherly or motherly figure that's normal, okay? If you do have them, they're usually something like, I don't know, different about them. He looks like a normal businessman. You're looking kind of down. Looking... I keep wanting to make really bad jokes. Just didn't get enough sleep.
そんな時は朝飯だな。ちゃんと朝飯をたらふく食えよ。
Alright, already like the dad. The dad is a win. You talk like it's you cooking breakfast, but we both know it's me.
よろしく。
Counting on you, son. Seriously, talk about energetic. The spirited old dude is my dad, Hoshina Taichi. He's exhausting to deal with since he's a lot livelier than you'd expect from a guy his age, but all in all, we have a good relationship. Can't say the same with me and my dad. Got some daddy issues. But I mean, my dad and I are on friendly terms. Like, don't get me wrong. But like, he was never home like this. My parents divorced when I was like 2, so I didn't see that guy at all.
今日の朝飯なーに？
Rice, yako, spinach, salad, and miso soup. Oh, and omelets. What the? This is a spread.
いつも通りだな。もっと豪華な朝食もたまにはいいもんだぞ。
Fancier breakfast?
ロールキャベツとか父さん大好物だぞ。
Here in America, it's like, if you want fancy, you make pancakes. And then maybe, you'll throw some bacon, maybe some hash browns and some eggs. Like, that's the idea of, like, a solid breakfast here in America. This guy's out here making salad and miso soup. Requests are way too annoying to cook right after waking up.
母さんはもっと優しかったのに。
Your mom was so much nicer to me. Interesting. Well, where is she? Huh? Where is the mom? She's not here, huh? Right, I forgot to greet her. What about... She is here. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. Speak to the photograph of her in our living room. That's sad. Wow, okay. She looked pretty. I guess she's not getting a route. Shows a cheerfully smiling, very pretty woman. That's my mother, Hoshina Yui, though I have very little memory of her. She passed away in an accident over 10 years ago, so it's just me and my dad now. I'm in charge of cooking ever since becoming old enough to handle knives. Well, this is a lot like Cafe Stella, because the mother wasn't really around there either. It was just the dad who was, out of town a lot of times. But this dad actually seems to be here, so that's nice. Dad will sometimes cook dinner on the weekends, but it's usually me since I tend to have more free time. All right, are you okay with pan-fried mackerel for dinner? We really need to eat the one we have in the fridge.
最近手抜きじゃないか。父親に対する愛情が足りないんじゃないだろうか。
What do you mean, you ungrateful? This guy is making you food. Don't complain.
その点、母さんは愛情があった。機微に聡くて心が通じ合ってたっていうのかな。言わずとも父さんの食べたいものを作ってくれたもん。
I want to be mean to him. I want to tell him, you see that picture over there? She's over there. Go tell her to make you this nice extravagant meal if you're going to complain, okay? And see what she says about that. Don't puff up your cheeks so Galib. That's just gross. Act your age. Anyways, we're having pan-fried mackerel for dinner. Get us some side dishes to go with it on your way home.
それは構わんが。なあ、修二。
Yeah?
魚を焼くぐらいなら俺にだって簡単にできるし、少し遅くなるぐらいなら気にしなくていいんだぞ。
What are you trying to say? What are you talking about?
たまには友達と遊びに行ったりしろということだな。まあ、本来なら彼女でも作ってほしいところなんだが、お
Damn!
前は俺と違ってモテそうにないからな。
I'll have you know, I got to witness something that most people don't, okay?
ともあれ、たまには若者らしくゆっくりしてこいってことだ。
I'll keep that in mind.
修二よ、恋人がいないのはまだしも、ちゃんと友達はいるのか？
Oh, how rude. Of course I do.
月々いくら？3万円？
What? How much do you think I make? Not paying for them.
それならいいんだけどな。それはともかく、ご飯まだ？
You know, I was enjoying the dad at first. He seemed like this really upbeat, happy guy. And then all he's done is roast us, diss our cooking, saying, oh, I could cook that. Your mom would cook me these really nice meals. Like, shut the hell up. Like, this guy. It's already ready. Get your serving yourself. You know, he turned from a W dad to an L dad. It's a typical morning with the Hoshina family. Morning. The classroom is the same as always too. They always have these cute background characters and you can never date them. Sad.
おはよう。どうかしたのか？
No, it's nothing really. Don't mind me.
それで、昨日はどうだった？
So you guys were pointing out that he has the same voice actor as Kakeru. I replied to one comment thinking it was the first one to mention that, and I looked back and someone mentioned it earlier. So thank you to the two people who did point that out. I did read both your comments, and I'm going to give you both credit because you both pointed it out that he is the voice actor of Kakeru. You also said Ghost is the other chick. Is it Wakana? Is that her name? And then you said Nene is... I can't remember. How did it go yesterday? What do you mean by that? Why do you ask?
は？そんなに大変だったのかどうなんだ？
No, I didn't get hard there, okay?
何言ってんのお前？朝からいきなり下ネタ？
Probably. No, I didn't mean it like that. Right, I'm being ridiculous. Why did I take it that way?
秋田の代わりに図書室で仕事をしたんだろ？大丈夫か？もしかして頼まれた仕事ってかなり大変だったのか？
Oh, you meant the work. Right, yeah. I took care of it. I was working hard the whole time. I'm just reading into this so dirtily. Nothing else happened, just your normal everyday after school activities.
変なやつだな。
Man, I need to get a grip. I'm way too sensitive about this. You can't tell me they're not making dirty jokes right now. Grip? Sensitive? Just thinking about the library committee work yesterday is bringing that image from yesterday to mind again. My heart is starting to race. Yeah, good morning, Akira-san.
昨日はごめんね。急にお仕事を代わってもらっちゃって。どうだった？
You know, it was fine. What do you mean?
だからなんで動揺するわけ？
Oh, this guy's not really good at covering this up, is he?
何か大変なことあっただったら本当にごめんね
They really want to mention that it was hard. No, it wasn't hard at all. It's all
それ
good.
ならいいんだけどとにかく昨日はありがとうね助かっちゃった
Nah, it was nothing. I'm the one who should thank you.
ありがとう
やっぱりお前同志じゃないか。なんだ早く言えよ。
Look, I told you, I'm not the same as you. I just expressed myself the wrong way is all. The library work was really easy, so don't worry about it. More importantly, did everything go well on your end, Akira-san?
おかげさまで
Good for you.
そうだお礼にクッキーを焼いてきたから食べて食べて
Oh, thanks. I guess I'll have them during lunch break.
けどよ秋田、いくら修二がバカみたいに引き受けるからって委員会の仕事は自分でするべきだと思うぞ。
わかってるよでも昨日は本当に特別な日だったのレアだったの病院だったの
I never heard anybody say that. Hospital rare. Like going to the hospital, you know, most people don't go there often. Hospital rare, is that your way of saying there was a physician at the mixer? That's pretty impressive.
合コン何のこと全然わかんないとにかく昨日はありがとね
Yeah, I'm sure you don't know what that. Yeah, I'm sure she's totally not lying. She smiles cheerfully, then quickly takes her leave.
いい笑顔だったな。最後まで崩れず、むしろご利用して乗り切ったあたりはさすがと言える。
Maybe she really did nab a physician. How else could she keep smiling like that?
じゃあお前はその分もっと文句を言ってもよかったと思うけど。
I can at least do that. It'd be annoying if she came to help. Came to me for help with every little thing and wanted to at least make it clear that I did this begrudgingly. I did make that clear, didn't I?
普通ならな。けど精神的にもタフそうだからな。
Well, at least I got some cookies.
それって露骨な。家庭的な私って素敵じゃね？
I don't know, are you complaining that someone's giving you cookies? Or that I got cookies? I don't care. If they're good at cooking, then that only benefits me more, because I get delicious cookies. Doesn't change how happy I was.
男の差がやね。で、どうしよう。
Everyone's calling me comrade. Stop with that already.
昨日の仕事、本当に大変じゃなかったのか？
No, it really wasn't. It was a bit more work than I would have liked, but that's all. However,
ただ？
Betty wouldn't believe me if I told him what I saw.
ん？なんだよ。どうかしたか？
Oh, well, if hypothetically speaking,
なんだよ。
after school in the library, a certain girl... Oh, gosh. Where the hell did you come from?
図書室でとある女子が
Gosh, she
どうした？
looks like a ghost. I don't like it. Never mind. Forget about it.
途中でやめられると余計に気になるんですけど。
おはようございますカイドウくん星名くん
うわ、いたんだ。あやちさんおはよう。
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, it's a great morning, actually.
何の
Wonderful.
話をしていたんですか
Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, nothing at all. Yeah, yeah. Having regained her usual smile, Ayachi-san walks over to her seat.
おはようございます
おはよう、あやちさん。
Indeed, this is her usual smile, her usual grace. She is the very definition of purity. And so I almost want to believe that what happened yesterday after school was nothing more than a delusion. Well, I hate to tell you, we're not playing one of the chaos games.
なんだ？妙にギクシャクしてないか？まさかとは思うが、あやちさんと何かあったのか？
Not that I can think of. We were never really close to begin with, so I wouldn't call that awkward or anything.
まあいいけど。チャイムだ。
Yeah, don't worry. Just stay naive. You don't need to know. Huh? Karia isn't here yet.
珍しい。休みかな？
セーフ
先生はまだ来てないな。
よかったしんど寝起きの全力疾走はつらい
I hate that Japanese women sound like this. I don't feel like any other girls sound like this, just Japanese girls. They always sound super sexual when they're like panting or doing stuff like that. Maybe it's just the voice actors. Maybe the voice actors just make it sound like that because they're used to doing certain sounds, but it always sounds like a certain thing. It's odd to see you cutting it so close.
大したことじゃないんだけど寝坊しちゃってさ。おはよう二人とも。
おはよう。夜更かしでもしてたのか？
例のバイトもうすぐお給料がもらえて目標額に達するんだ。
Oh, so you're really going to get a guitar?
うん。でさ、思ってた予算よりも少し多めになりそうだから改めて買うギターについて考えてたら思った以上に時間が過ぎちゃってね。眠い。
Looks like everybody was staying up late last night, for different reasons, of course. And, did you decide on one?
まだ。でも目星はつけたから、あとは実際に触れてから決めるよ。
全員席に着きなさい。出席を取るよ。名前を呼ぶまでに着席しないと遅刻扱いだ。
Wow, what's with that kind of look that she's got on her face? Kind of scary.
そんなことになったら全力疾走してきた意味が。
Hisashima, gosh, I have such a hard time with these Japanese names. Hisashima Sensei stands before the lectern and starts taking attendance. She teaches modern Japanese and also is our homeroom teacher.
今日も欠席者なし。みんな健康で何よりだ。それでは今日も一日頑張れ。
はーい。
ああ、そうだ。それから星名。
Yes?
昼休み、昼食後でいいから職員室に来るように。少し話があるから。
What can you say? I'm a pretty attractive man. There's a lot of women who would like to see me personally during lunch. Oh, okay, will do.
素直でよろしい。では、バックれないように。
Make sure I don't stand you up, okay? Is there going to be anybody else in this faculty room? Alright.
おやおや、
Dear me.
まあま
かなえちゃんが呼び出したなんて珍しい。何かしたの？心当たりは？
I do like that we had this kind of dynamic, and I said that kind of last video, but I do like these two characters. I'm assuming Wakana is going to be a love interest, but I like Hideki. I like him as like a kind of comedic side character. He's not like super annoying. Unfortunately, he did turn into kind of a simp at the end of our first conversation. But for the most part, he was preaching gospel stuff, okay? Like he was talking about don't let women take advantage of you and all this, and I was like, amen, brother, amen. So besides the fact that he fumbled it there at the end, he actually was saying some good stuff. So I do like having these two as kind of our classmates that we talk to. It's a good dynamic. Maybe this is about yesterday.
あ。昨日。
The job was pretty easy, but it did take a while. I ended up being the one who locked the room and returned the key. So it's probably about that. She looked like she had something to say when I returned the key.
仕事を変わった上に呼び出しまでされるとは貧乏くじだな。
Yeah, sure.
お、なんだその反応。
なんだか微妙な返事だぞ。
It's nothing. You should get back to your seats. Class is about to start. And thus, class begins as usual. Most students concentrate on the blackboard during class. There's not usually much to stir my emotional perception. However, for the second day in a row, this trend has been disrupted. I feel a tickling sensation. The taste of powdered medicine spreads in my mouth. It's probably... Yeah, it can only be Ayachi-san. It would seem she's really worried about what I'm going to do. Well, that's only natural. You might tell everyone will laugh at me, everyone will hate me. Stuff like that must be going through her mind, and I can't blame her. I was planning on just dropping the issue, but it'd be better if I cleared things up with her. And I could just return her student ID to her myself rather than giving it to Hishashime-sensei, like I was initially planning to. Yeah, honestly, freaking Japanese schools are brutal. Like, they really like to spread rumors and things like that. I see it in all the media that I watch about Japan, so I'm assuming there has to be some truth to it, right? Like, that has to be something that actually happens. Just because why would it be so prominent, right? Excuse me, it's Hoshina Shuji. I've come as I was told.
ご苦労様。せっかくの昼休みに呼び出して悪いね。
Yeah, it's okay. Did I do something bad?
別に怒っているわけではないよ。ただ、少し話をしておきたくて。
Okay, you can talk to me all you want. Is this room secure? Okay.
まあ、かけたまえ。そうだ、お茶でも飲むか？
I'd like a tall glass of you, beautiful. Okay. Yes, thank you. Oh, and something to go along with the tea, please. There we go. Shuji. Okay, I like it.
こういう時は遠慮ないな。生姜の甘酢漬けでいい？
No. I don't like pickled ginger, sorry. I've had it before. Leftover pickled ginger from your supermarket sushi lunch. How tasty. Shuji loves pickled ginger.
そういう嫌味はやめなさい。嫌われるよ。
I wasn't being sarcastic, I really do like pickled ginger. Though I eat stuff like dried bonito myself. Anyways, thanks for the tea. Take the teacup in one hand and use the other to toss a few slices of ginger in my mouth. Munch, munch. It's good. This is some fine pickled ginger. Okay, can we get over the pickled
一息
ginger?
ついたところで本題に入るとしようか。
Yes, can I? I think so too.
ちなみに確認しておくけど、星名は自分がこうして呼ばれた理由について思い当たることはある？
Yeah, I got an idea. I don't recall breaking any rules, so maybe because I brought the library key back late yesterday.
残念、外れだ。いや、厳密にはそこも含めての話なんだけど。
What if plot twist, the teacher saw the whole thing too? That would be kind of fucked up though.
星名、どうして君はそんなに人の仕事を引き受けるの？
Oh, okay, it's about that? Yes, thank you. Someone should talk to him about that. But he's got this whole bitter taste in his mouth thing going on. I don't know how to answer that.
ああ、勘違いしないでほしいんだけど、責めているわけじゃないよ。困っている者を助けるのはいいことだからね。しかしだからといって頼み事をすべて引き受けるというのは正直なところ褒める気にはなれない。
Everyone's just concerned that we're simping this hard. Her piercing gaze is matched by a bitter and sour taste spreading within my mouth. She seems to be genuinely worried about me. She's easy to talk to, and at the end of the day, a really good teacher. Students like her quite a bit. And you're telling me there's not a teacher route? Like, this is so messed up. Like, I'm sick of this, guys. We need to demand teacher routes, okay? If they're gonna give us sister routes in a lot of these games, they can give us a teacher route, okay? That's all I'm saying. Thanks to her somewhat masculine personality. Just a masculine personality? I mean, she's a little bit forward, I guess. Is that a masculine one? She's rumored to be a lot more popular with the girls than the boys. She herself seems to be straight, though.
謝る必要はないよ。ただね、毎回君が仕事を引き受けていては、それが当然と他の子たちが認識してしまうかもしれない。
Yeah, I think that's something that's not talked about. Like, when you're... I'm just going to use relationships, for example. When you're in a relationship, you know, they always talk about how it would be so nice if one person did all this for the other person, right? But I think there's a level of respect that comes from also doing things yourself. Just because you enjoy having someone go out of their way to do it for you doesn't mean that you can't also do it for yourself. I feel like that's kind of respecting them back. Like, if you just are trying to constantly give someone the opportunity to do something for you, maybe you should also do it for yourself. There needs to be a balance, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, it's not good in a relationship to have one person doing too much of one thing and the other person not doing enough, or maybe doing too much too. Like, there needs to be this balance so both people feel like that they're contributing to a relationship. You can both do nice things for each other, but don't let that overwhelm the person from like not being able to do things for themselves too. I hopefully that like kind of made sense. It makes sense in my head, but the way I'm saying it, I don't know.
私というか学院としてもそれは本意じゃない。これは昨日のような手伝いだけの話じゃなく、イベントの実行委員なども含めた話だよ。
Yeah, I mean, kind of what she's saying, like, hey, it's nice that you're helping out, but you're also just taking work away from the people that are supposed to be doing it. And I feel like in a way that's not giving them the opportunity to do their own work and grow. I feel like it's important that you are capable of doing your own work, right? If you're taking on the responsibility, it's not bad to ask for help, and you can, but don't let someone do it all for you, because then you're not growing as a person. You're not really the one doing it.
ああいうものはいろんな子が経験すべきものだし、誰かに押し付けられていいものじゃない。
Yeah, I'm actually really liking what she's saying. I really should just shut up because she's saying it better than I am.
そこに関しては分かってくれるね。
Like, a lot of this stuff is character building, like learning to do these skills, like even something as simple as like data entry when we're talking about the library, right? Like, this is building up a skill so you can say, yes, I know how to do this, I'm confident at it. The more you do it, the faster you'll get, the more understanding you'll have of it, right?
ちなみに聞くけど、仕事を押し付けられているということは？
This freaking teacher is awesome. Like, this is a good teacher. She's like noticing a problem. She's, directly addressing it. Like, hey, I don't know if that's the truth. I'm going to ask you, though. I'm going to get an understanding of it and maybe offer you some advice, because I want you to be successful and be happy, and I want the students to make sure that they're doing their work. Like, this is just a win teacher. If you're asking whether they're bullying me into doing their work for them, then no, you don't have to worry about that. Yesterday I helped out simply because I had nothing else to do anyways.
そうか、それならいい。いや、よくはないからこうして呼んだんだけど、とにかくあまり安請け合いしないように。
Sure thing.
ちなみに星名、君は部活とかやるつもりはないの？
A club? Where did that come from? I'm in my second year already,
昨日は特に用事もなかったから図書委員の仕事を引き受けたんでしょ？ならもう少しプライベートな時間が忙しくなればこういうことも少なくなるんじゃないかと淡い期待よね。
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. If everyone's doing something, then they won't have somebody to rely on to do things for them, right? Like, they'll have to accept the responsibility. I feel like this is a very Japanese thing. One thing they do in places like Tokyo is they sort all their trash. Like, that's something that's expected, right? Like, anywhere where you live. If you live in an apartment building, there's like a section where you have to sort everything out, and it's your responsibility to do that. If you don't do that, then somebody else is going to have to do it for you. Like, there's this really big emphasis on personal responsibility that Japan has, and I think that's like a great thing. I actually think that's something that we could really learn from here in other countries. Like, I'm obviously from the United States, and I think that's something that would really benefit people, giving them more responsibility, having the societal expectation. I think those are things that really benefit everybody when everybody comes together to do their part. I'm not saying that we should necessarily go around shaming people who don't necessarily step up as much, but I think the more you have this expectation, the more people will comply. I know that's kind of maybe bad if you look at it from a certain way, like everyone's kind of a sheep, like, oh, I'm just doing this because everybody else does it. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing if it's something that benefits everybody. I think having community expectations is a positive thing, and I think Japan actually is one of the few places that does that really well. Not really interested in any clubs, and it would be a little awkward to join a club now halfway through my second year.
もう人間関係は出来上がっているだろうしね。今さら入部しても馴染みづらいか。
Yeah, but that's kind of a negative thing too, though. They have friendships, they already have like their established way of doing things. I don't think that's a positive thing, because that makes it seem like it's already like an established group. It's like a clique almost, you don't want cliques, because then it doesn't seem like you're very friendly towards new people. Like, that should be something. You should want people to join the group and to build it up, and it's fine to enjoy certain people maybe over the other, but that doesn't mean you should be unwelcoming towards new ones. Exactly, it's not like I'm a very sociable guy to begin with. I don't know if I believe that, but okay.
自信満々に情けないことを言うんじゃないの、バカ者。別に部活じゃなくてもいいんだけど、まあいいか。とにかく今後は気をつけるように。以上。
I don't know how bad it is in Japan with like having a group already established, like a club, and then somebody else is trying to join like partway through. I don't know how bad they are about it, like being accepting of somebody like that. I know here in America it's kind of iffy. It just really depends on what it is. And I know probably the Japanese community has this. I'm sure they do, like just in anime and things like that. Like there's a lot of gatekeeping. There's a lot of people who would have the attitude of, oh, I knew about this thing before you, so the fact that you're joining now after maybe, let's say, like maybe they enjoyed the manga and then the manga got an anime adaptation, and then a whole bunch of new fans came after the anime adaptation, and they're gatekeeping it. Like, oh, I was a fan first because I read the manga. Like, you can't just join, or you know, it's not cool for you to like it just because you like the anime. You know, the manga is way superior. Like, that kind of gatekeeping doesn't really help anybody. It's not really helping a fandom either. You can shit on a fandom all you want, but I don't think it's really appropriate to do that. It's not appropriate to tell someone they can't like the same thing as you, just because maybe they experienced it in a different way. Okay, I'll excuse myself then. Thank you for the tea and ginger.
午後の授業も居眠りしないようにね。
Having told her my thanks, I leave the faculty room. That's yet another person telling me the same thing. There's Kaido, Karia, and now Sensei. They're all worried about me in the same way. I've been trying not to stand out, but it seems that my style of appeasing everyone by doing as they ask has been drawing attention, and not in a good way. It's really funny though. He's doing a good thing in the sense that he's trying to like help people. Obviously, like, you know, like she said, you know, you need to give them the opportunity to do their club responsibilities, right? Like, everybody needs to do their responsibilities. That's what builds up your character. I think it builds up your reputation too. You don't want to be known as the person who like outsourced all their responsibility, and you can't really rely on them to do it themselves. But I think the thing he's trying to say is like, hey, I am standing out, even though I've been trying not to. And that's a really big thing also in Japanese society. I'm sorry, I'm getting so much into... I am trying to use my knowledge. I do know a little bit. Like, I've slowly been learning, and I've been trying to. Just here and there. I like learning about Japan. I think for a long time, it was hard for me to understand why they did certain things. I think as an American, I'm so used to having a little bit more freedom in how we do things, a more like, I'm gonna do things my own way kind of attitude, and I've been trying to like change that a little bit, just because the more I learn about Japan, and I've kind of already talked about this a little bit, like, I like that community aspect. I like that idea that you can chip in, and if everybody chips in, like, everybody benefits. I like that kind of idea. I think that's a great way to live. But Japan apparently has this really big emphasis on not standing out. I think that just makes it easier on everyone if someone's not acting out and being crazy, and everyone has this expectation that, like, I'm gonna, you know, keep my space clean. I'm gonna not make too much noise. That's not bother people. They have a really big emphasis on this. So anybody that stands out and is doing something that kind of doesn't fit that mold is kind of looked down upon. And I mean, that's a good and a bad thing. I think in some ways it's nice that some people are able to stand out, and I think people enjoy those people that are really talented at something and want to show that off. But they're like, don't show off. Don't show that you have anything special about you. But I really don't want to get on everyone's bad side. Once when I was a kid, I got a headache for several weeks straight because I did something that gave everyone a bad impression of me. And that was a painful experience. Anyways, I should be a little bit more careful. I'm happy everyone's worried about me, but my senses react to that too. I should think about accepting their offers of help more. With class out of the way for the day, the classroom becomes a stir with buzz.
さて帰るか。修二は今日も何かあるのか？
Oh, well, kinda.
なんだよ。もしかしてまた何かの仕事を引き受けたのか？
No, that's not it today. I just have something I need to take care of. In the end, I couldn't find a good opportunity to talk to Aichi-san. Due to her popularity, she's always surrounded by other students, and this really isn't a topic we can discuss in front of others. Do you know where Aichi-san went?
いや、知らないけど。用事って綾地さんに？
Yeah, kinda.
ほほう、それはまた珍しいこともあるもんだ。やっぱり今朝のギクシャクは俺の気のせいではないとか？
Hideki, you're too perceptive for your own good. Nothing like you think. I was just worried about people seeing us together. Wouldn't take too much time. Take much to make all the guys here jealous.
ああ、確かにな。昨日だって何を話してたって問い詰められたし、若菜ちゃんを含めて他愛ない話をしてただけって言ってもなかなか引き下がらなかったもんな。
I don't know. I think because they have this problem of like not wanting you to stand out, like when people do small things like that that really don't that you really shouldn't make a stir, like it does stand out just because everybody else is trying to blend in the background. So the people that like seemingly aren't blending into the background, like they're kind of being the main characters, it really does kind of show. I don't know. I feel like they just love to gossip too. Like Ayachi worrying about us, you know, spreading her secret that she was doing something, right? I think that would be something that would just kind of spread around the whole school if we did tell people. Like, they just love gossip. They love this idea of, like, something going on because everything's usually so, what would I call that? Everything's just so normal, right? I don't know. I don't feel like it's a positive thing in that sense. I feel like it ends up making things that should be small issues like big things. You didn't tell anyone about that, did you?
彼女の部活のことだろ。言ってないって。そんな事実が広まったら男どもが殺到するだろうからな。それに
Shut up. Love to read your thoughts. It's kind of nice knowing something about her that no other guy does.
だから人の心をズバリ的中させるなよ。お前本当に超能力者じゃないの？怖いからやめて。
Look, your face totally gives it away, especially when you laugh like that. Also, I kind of understand how he feels. Anyways, I can't tag along with you today. Sorry, you'll have to go home without me.
そうか。仕方ないな。
See you. Casual wave goodbye and leave the classroom. A few minutes later, I'm now standing in front of the occult club I discovered yesterday. Figure she must have gone here since she was in the classroom, but yeah, somehow I'm awfully nervous. I haven't even knocked on the door yet. Quickly take a few deep breaths in order to calm my nerves. Alright, time to knock on the door. I must start my courage and knock, or at least I was about to. A sudden worry crosses my mind and interrupts me. Oh gosh. Yeah, that seems a bit doubtful. I mean, it's still bright outside and there's a ton of other students around, so normally thinking, wait, her jacking in the library was already way beyond normal.
Hmm. もしもし?
It's this girl. Gosh, you have an even bigger... Never mind.
何?
You startled me. You suddenly called out to me.
ごめんね。でもまさかそんなに驚くとは。こっちがびっくりしたぐらいだよ。
Gosh, where is her voice from? Like, all these voices sound like somebody I know. I didn't mean to surprise you, but you actually startled me a little. Oh, I'm sorry too. I was just lost in my thoughts. So, do you need something?
君はおかけに用事なのかな? もしかして入部希望者?
No, sorry. I just need to talk to the girl here.
荒地さんに? あ、もしかして告白とか? 綾地さん可愛いもんね。
No. Not here for that. Are you here to visit the OC too? Togakushi senpai.
そうだけど。
Toko. Okay.
あれ? ごめんね。失礼なことを聞いちゃうけど。
That was the first time we met. I've just heard about you. Name of the girl standing before me is Togakushi Toko. She's an upperclassman. Just like I just mentioned, this is the first time we met. The reason I know her name is because she's the student council president. Okay. Said to be very kind and very reliable to the point she's been elected as the student council president. And as you can see, she's very cute and has a banging body that her school uniform fails to fully hide. If you were to describe Ayachi Nene as the idol of the second-year students, Togakushi Toko would be the idol of the third years. Student council got a huge surge of applicants after she became president. And yeah, I can understand why.
それで君はさっきから扉の前で立ち尽くしているわけだけど、中に入る？もし入らないなら少しずれてくれるとありがたいかな。ごめんね。
Oh no, I'm sorry for getting in your way.
ありがとう。でもいいの？そうだ。もし一人だと勇気が出ないなら私と一緒に入る？ 心配しなくても私はすぐに外に出るから二人っきりにしてあげるってば。
Wow, you really like to imply that something's gonna happen, huh? Oh, well, I guess I'll take you up on
だっ
that.
て一緒に入ろっか。
Thank you, but seriously, I'm not here to ask her out, okay?
出れなくてもいいんだよ。
Your
別
secret
に
is
誰
safe
かに
with
言ったり
me.
しないから。
Togakushi-senpai proceeds to knock on the door while giggling cutely.
開いていますよ。失礼するね。こんにちは、あやちさん。
She's got a dagger. That's scary.
戸隠会長、
Hello.
星名くん。
Aichi-san can't hide her surprise at my sudden appearance. Well, that figures.
ちょっとだけ時間をもらえる？話があるから。それは構いませんが、どうして星名くんが一緒にいるんです？星名くんって君のことだよね。
Yeah, I'm Hoshina Shuji.
まさか、もしかして学生会に報告を？
Yep, your secret's out.
報告って何を？ですから、その
She's gonna reveal the secret herself. No, I haven't called that. I haven't told anyone. You're gonna give yourself away.
でもそれなら一体どうして二人で？星名くんとは部室の前で一緒になっただけだよ。
I still can't believe that's how they like started this whole story with her in the library. That's wild to me. I don't is this why you guys wanted me to play this so bad? You wanted me to play this because it's just weird and embarrassing. It's really it. Sound like a guy denying that he's cheating. No, I have to get serious here.
そうですか。なんかあれだね。あやちさんが動揺するなんて珍しいね。でもそれは二人だけの秘密なのかな。かなり大きそうな秘密の予感。
I like Toko. She's funny. A little bit cute too. She's funny.
それはごめん違うの。別に問い詰めたりするつもりはないから安心して。ここに
Honestly
来たの
though,
は他の要件だからね。
I think I've so far liked all the characters in this story. I think the only one that I liked a little bit less after hearing him talk was our dad, surprisingly enough, which is kind of a shame. I mean, I don't know. I'm just judging him based off one or two comments he made, you know, being kind of entitled. I really liked the dad in Cafe Stella. He was really cool. So I'm hoping it's kind of the same.
他の要件とは以前からおっしゃっている件ですか？うん。ほら、私もそろそろ会長を引退して新しい会長に代替わりするでしょ。そのタイミングでここを開けてもらうことになるかも。次にどこが使うか話し合いも必要になるだろうしね。そうですか。
Oh, why would she have to evacuate
知
or
ってるかも
vacate?
しれないけど、オカルト研究部にはあやちさんしか所属してないんだよね。去年からずっと一人で新入部員はなし。だから部の規定人数に達していないって問題がね。
What's the required
一
number?
人で部室を使っていることに他の学生、特に大所帯の部活や同好会から不満の声が上がっちゃっててね。
So basically, you're kicking her out of this club room.
そういうことになっちゃうね。私としても気が重いんだけど、これも会長の責任だから。
I mean, I think this is perfectly fair, though. I agree with Toko. You know, like it's kind of a bummer that she has to do that. But at the same time, it is unfair for one person to be taking up a whole room. Like it doesn't really make sense to just have a club with one member.
ということで、あやちさん、伝えていた通り、
I'm trying to remember. Are clubs usually 3 or 5 members? Like they have to have a minimum.
わかりました。仕方ありません。
I don't know like how many people they would normally have or like how hard it would be to find members. I think 3 would be an absolute bare minimum, but I think 5 would be a good number. I think like having 5 people in a club would be like ideal, like as a minimum. But I don't know.
ああ、でも10月までに部員数が規定の3
Okay,
人になれ
3.
ば
We need 3.
問題ないはずだからね。そこは今年度の初めに言った通りだよ。
Because it's probably understandable if you're having like these kind of really niche clubs that maybe you would only have about 3 people interested. So it's really a debate of is 3 people being interested in a subject worth having that subject to begin with.
まだ時間はあるから諦めずに頑張ってね。わかりました。ありがとうございます。ということで私の話はこれでおしまい。ファイト。あ、でも学院内ではやらしいことしちゃダメだよ。
I hope you're telling that to her, not us. He's telling you that's not what this is about.
ではでは。
Togakushi Senpai waves goodbye with a smile and leaves the OC club room, and as a result, it's just the 2 of us left here. A lot of guys would kill to be in this situation, maybe even literally. Is that how deprived Japanese men are, that they would literally kill to get with a woman? Like, is it that hard for them to just find somebody? I shudder to think what would happen if everyone found out about this. Like, just do what they do in all the isekais or whatever. They always work out, or they all of a sudden get really like buff. Like, just do that. Just work out, and you'll probably be able to find somebody. Maybe you should worry about changing yourself rather than changing, society and changing women's opinions. You don't have to be this incredibly awesome guy to find a girl. They just want someone who's trying. Except this time. It's a girl in front of me. He looks ready to kill.
それで何の用ですか？
It's about yesterday.
昨日やっぱり夢じゃないんですよね。
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you don't, like, wait till you get home. Sorry, I was pretty sure it wasn't. Hey, you looked very pretty. I mean, I couldn't help but be captivated. That's not how you should approach this whatsoever. Absolutely wrong.
もうダメです。殺して、いっそ殺してください。
Let me take that back. I was just trying to make you feel better and chose the wrong word. Sorry, really, I'm sorry. So here's, I think, what I would say. Like, hey, I don't mind that you were doing that, but like, can you do that somewhere else? Like, just say it that way. Like, hey, please don't do that at school. Like, I don't want to walk in. I don't want to see that. Here's your ID card. You kind of lost this. Pretty crap. At talking, so my attempts at cheering people up usually have the opposite effect. You even have your own club room. Like, couldn't you have done it in there? Like, the fact that she did it in the library, a place that maybe somebody could have walked into, just makes me think that she wanted the possibility of being caught. Like, that is something that people like. So, like, I understand the appeal, but she just stopped trying and cut to the chase. I came here for another reason.
一体何なんです？
Here, it's your student ID card. You dropped it in the library. I came here to bring it to you. And also, during class, you seemed worried about what I might do, so I wanted to talk things through with you.
話ですか？
Right, but I didn't want to do it in the classroom, because what if the others overheard us, considering the subject matter?
そうですね。
What happened yesterday was 100% by accident. I just so happened to be in the library at the time. Noticed she come out and said something while Hisashima sensei was there, but once I missed the timing, it felt like I couldn't anymore. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry I peeped.
あ、いえ、私も悪いと言いますか、責任は主に私側にあることはちゃんと分かってますから。
Yeah, I think there's fault on both of them. I want to say Nene more, because the fact that she even put him in that situation where he could, do something wrong was not a good idea. But he also followed it up with, giving into temptation and not stopping her. Like, hey, I'm actually in here, by the way. I was doing some stuff for Akita-san. Swear to you that I won't tell anyone about yesterday. In fact, I'll try my best to forget about it entirely. But I honestly doubt I can.
ですよね。
You heard that. I'll really try to forget. I'll drop this topic forever and not mention it to you or anyone else. Sorry for bringing this topic up
いえ
again.
平気です。わざわざありがとうございます、星名くん。
I'm hoping that will at least give you some peace of mind. Besides, I don't want this to sound tacked on, but Ayashi-san?
はい、何ですか？
This may be none of my business, but are you troubled by anything? I can't promise I'll be able to help you, but I can at least lend an ear to your worries. There's a little bit of irony, because isn't that what she does for people?
あれは違うんです。別に悩みとかストレスじゃなくて、事情がありまして。
To get a little bit serious here for a second, I do think that this is something that actually happens. I think probably most media would shy away from ever having a scene like that. That's something I would probably only see in like anime or visual novels. But I do think this is probably something that does. I don't want to say that actually happens. I want to say the idea of people in this age having those kind of feelings and maybe doing it, expressing it in a weird way. Okay, like expressing it at school, not a place you really should ever do that. Like school should not be sexualized in any way. I think this is something that probably actually does occur. Like people do have these thoughts because this is a time when your body is developing and you're getting all these strange feelings, all these really strong urges, right? That you need to release sometimes. Like some people don't, and some people really can't control it. Like this is something that actually happens. So while usually inappropriate to probably bring up, like this isn't something that is unusual to me, like having these thoughts or these feelings. Like you don't need to be troubled, you don't need to be stressed to be able to want to express yourself in that way. Hopefully I'm making sense here. I'm trying to hit the topic while going completely around it, like not actually mentioning it, if that makes sense.
はい、ちょっと特殊な事情が女の子にはあるんです。
She's also in a weird circumstance in this fact that, like she's saying that she is a girl. I feel like girls expressing themselves sexually, like, we're having a lot of movements nowadays. We're in a interesting time where people are really trying to express themselves and like fight for their right to do this and that. I do think historically girls, expressing themselves sexually has been kind of looked down upon. Like I think males have always kind of sexualized women, but women being able to express their sexuality was like kind of a no-no. Like it was this really weird, like men can do it, but women can't. Is that so? Okay, sounds rough. Circumstances that make her pleasure herself in the library, huh? How very interesting. Like I said, I think personally it was probably just maybe she likes the idea of that, or maybe she just gave in to her desires in the moment, Maybe she's done that before, who knows? And that a little hard to swallow.
こんな心配をされるなんて変な女だと普通じゃないと思われてる。どうしてこんなことに。いえ、私が悪いんですよね。そうですよね。分かってます。図書室でオナニーなんて最悪です。
I don't know. Ayachi also strikes me as a person that has strong emotions, so maybe she has strong urges. Can't make out everything she's saying, but she's definitely freaking out. That much is clear. Anyways, I won't tell anyone, I promise you.
ありがとうございます。
I think there's also the possibility, the fact that she has like to put on this front that she's like this really good good girl, and that she, she's really responsible and reliable and really friendly. I think that maybe putting on an act 2 puts pressure on you, because that's not who you really are. It's like the more you try to be someone you're not, like the more you feel like you need to make up for it in other ways. That could be part of it as well. I'm not sure why I'm analyzing her so much, but I'm just trying to give an explanation. I mean, I don't want to just take her at face value as this really big deviant or pervert, I think there's more to people than that. I'm sure there's reasons why people do the things they do. Not sure you should be thanking me in this situation. Honestly, I have no idea how to react anymore. This is beyond awkward. Alright then, I think I'll be on my way now.
ちょっと待ってください。
Huh? Following a really loud clonk, Aichi crouches down and clutches her knee. Seems like she banged her knee against the table leg pretty hard. I'll never see tables the same. Are you? No, I guess you aren't. Want me to go fetch some salve or something from the infirmary?
平気です。
She's crying like a little kid. Now that I've seen the side of her, I wonder if Aichi-san is secretly a really big klutz. All sorts of stuff has been scattered around her on the floor. Tarot cards, a small decorative skull, Aichi-san's writing materials, and so on. The stuff on the corner of the table probably fell off when she banged her knee against it. Here, I'll get those for you. You can just sit there and recover.
すみません。
I just hope nothing's broken. I bend down and start returning all these things from the floor to the table. So what's the matter, Aichi-san? Why did you stop me when I went to leave?
いえ、少しお話をさせてくれませんか？
What, are you secretly lonely?
星名くんと少し話がしたくて。何か困っていることは本当にないですか？
I like how we're both offering to help each other. Like, we both have problems we need to work through. It's very human, because everybody's got something. Like, don't tell me your life's perfect, that you never have any issues or any things that bother you. If you're telling me that, you're bullshitting, okay? Maybe you're just oblivious. That's what it is. But, you know, maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe if you... No, I would say not being aware of your problems is a bad thing, because that means if you're not aware of something, you're not actively trying to fix it then. Alright, it's about that. Well, I don't know. I can't really think of... Oh? It's an unusual object among the things on the floor. Some kind of decorative glass item, or a bottle. It's a very pretty, artful design, but there's something shining inside that I don't know what. This is some kind of fortune-telling prop. Reach out for the alluring bottle. This is really pretty.
あ、それは。
Then something strange happens. What's happening? It's shining. With mysterious light, it's different from your standard LED light. It's a soft light that makes me feel anxious just looking at it. It's warm yet cold and pitiful. My chest tightens up at the indescribable mix of emotions it evokes. What is this light?
何？それ。
How should I know? Wait, you don't know what's happening either.
そんな風に光るなんて私も初めて見ました。一体何をしたんですか？
Nothing really, all I did was pick it up. Light grows stronger during the course of our conversation, till finally it bursts into a brilliant flash. Light fills the room, paints my vision white. I reflexively cover my eyes with my arm. So bright, mysterious sight is waiting for me once I regain my vision. I already know exactly what this is. Like, it's not hard to guess if you've seen the title screen. What is this? Countless small feathers floating around us. Where did they come from? Why are they shining? These aren't ordinary feathers.
羽。
Oh, it didn't happen. Okay, good.
かけら。でもどうして？
What are these? I cut my hands and try to follow the movements of the feathers. They really like to have things just kind of floating around that you need to catch. That seems to be a theme in a lot of these. Use the soft ones. Managed to catch one and bring it to my chest. What is this? This feather is ridiculously hot. Why would a feather be so hot? Why is my body growing so hot as well? It's like the heat of the feathers flowing into me. Try to fling the feather away, but I can't move. More and more feathers gather in my cupped hands, and then they sink into my palms. Ah! What happened? Did I fall unconscious? My vision just suddenly turned white.
どうしてあの子ばっかり。
This is why we don't do drugs, guys. Just letting you know. What? Was that someone's voice? That wasn't Aichi-san, was
私だっ
it?
て頑張ってるんだから。私だってレギュラーになりたいのに。
Okay, so I mean, I see where this is going. We have the ability to like tell if people are like having problems. We can kind of get their emotions. It seems like she's maybe doing something along those lines too. Like she's trying to like help people. Starter, is that about a sports team? What's going on? So I'm assuming we're gonna work together on this. Question goes cruelly ignored instead.
どうしてみんなの前に立つと緊張しちゃうんだろう。はあ、もっと堂々としたいな。
You and me both. Like, who doesn't want that?
やったー。まさか本当に高安くんが私のことを好きで付き合えるなんて。どうしよう。すごく嬉しい。
That is Takuyasu. And what the hell is going on anyways? Why is some random girl telling me about the dude she started dating?
まさか本当に浮気してたなんて。どうして裏切ったの？
I wonder if any of these voices like are people we've met already. Vision ignores my questions and continues playing out one after the other, all of them about different people, none of whom I know. Oh, okay, none of them are people he knows. Their emotions flow into me along with their voices. Jealousy, anxiety, joy, sadness. If each new voice comes another strong emotion, they're piled up and forcibly mixed, but none of them blend together. Holy crap, this level of discomfort that doesn't begin to compare to what I usually feel. It's like hot oil flowing down my chest. I think I'm gonna be sick.
星名くん、しっかりしてください。星名くん。
Ah, Aichi-san? Suppress my nausea and force my eyes open. In front of me is Aichi staring at me out of concern. Countless feathers dancing through the air are now nowhere to be seen.
平気ですか？
Yeah, I'm okay. Actually, no, I'm not. I guess I'm still affected by that waking dream I just had. I feel pretty sick. So what just happened? Were those feathers part of your fortune-telling show or something? Where'd they all go?
さっきも言ったように、私にも何が何だかさっぱり。それに羽は消えたというより、星名くんの体の中に沈んでいったように見えましたよ。
Like inside me, so I wasn't just seeing things.
はい、幻じゃないはずです。
Then what was that light in those feathers? I just touched a glass bottle and light suddenly. Can't put my finger down on what exactly, but something is off about that bottle. Something's different about it compared to how it was before. I'm guessing like something's gonna happen at the school. We're gonna have to go around fixing these problems.
こんなことが起きたのは初めてで、おかしいです。本当に
Aichi-san, what is it?
ない、かけらが。
Fragments? Alright, what felt odd about the bottle is now that it's empty. So wait, where did its contents go?
どうして一体どこにかけらが、今まで集めたかけらが。やっぱりさっきの羽は。
Aichi-san really wears her emotions on her sleeve when she's flustered. That's unexpected. No, I really... This was a surprising sight to see her. I was considered to be much more graceful. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do too, 'cause she's always putting them that front. But I mean, I can just tell from the few experiences we've had with her, like she's just a very strong emotional person. Aichi-san, you need to return to your sense. I mean, please calm down.
そういえば。
Yeah, I wouldn't tell a woman to calm down. That's not asking for good things.
さっきの羽、星名くんの中に入っていきましたよね。
Oh yeah, it seems so, though I don't know what happened since I fell
意
unconscious.
識を失っていた時、変なことはありませんでしたか？
Anything, I guess my body grew weirdly hot. Besides that, I saw some kind of waking dream, like I was hearing auditory hallucinations.
幻聴ですか？
Yeah, that was some powerful stuff. Must have been like some shrooms or some DMT. Yeah, there were voices from people who were frustrated or angry about something. There's also someone who was happy about hooking up with her crush being Takayasu-kun, I think? She was super happy and...
それ、間違いありません。私が今までに集めたかけら。
Aichi-san!
貸してください。お願いですから。
Look, I have no clue what you're talking about. Stop shaking me. Oh crap, this is bad. My light's just coming back out.
やっぱりあの羽は心のかけらで、星名くんが取り込んでしまったんです。
What are you talking about? Explain yourself. No, first stop shaking me. I'll be in trouble if you keep shaking me. You have to
この羽
stop.
は私の方なんです。心のかけらを返してください。
How am I supposed to? Oh god, it's happening. Things are gonna get ugly if you shake me anymore. This is bad. Let go of my neck. I'll let it all out if you shake me this much. All of
出
it.
して、早く出してください。いっぱい出してください。
Ah, it's coming out my throat. Oh my god, it's coming. Please don't shake me.
返してください。
What the hell is that? We started speaking in a different language. We're starting to speak alien. I think we threw up. What do you guys think?
ごめん
Ah,
なさい。取り乱してしまって。
gosh, you know how hard it is to clean throw up and how much the smell lingers? I would know. My wife had a pretty bad time when she was pregnant. Just, you know what I'm talking about.
それで、気分はどうですか？
Bit better now that I've thrown up, though. I'm still a little queasy. It's close, but thankfully I managed to hold it in until I got to the bathroom. Wow, that's impressive. You know how hard it is to hold it once you start getting that feeling? Not a good time. There's no way I would throw up on Aichi-san. I believe I managed to hold it in, but I didn't get any on you, did I?
はい、それは大丈夫です。
Okay, that's good. So back on topic, you were demanding that I return something to you. Heart fragments, was it? Those are what disappeared from inside the glass bottle, correct? And I've absorbed them.
はい。
I don't know what to make of that. What are these heart
その
fragments?
前に正直に答えてください。星名くんは魔女ではないんですか？
A witch? I take it that's not a code word.
心のかけら
It's
は
a safe word.
言葉通りです。人の心のかけら、喜怒哀楽をはじめとした強い感情の一部です。
Oh, okay.
その微妙そうな顔、やっぱりごまかしているわけじゃなさそうですね。
So you've been gathering those heart
はい。
fragments. I see. No, they dismiss this whole concept as total nonsense, except... Aichi-san looks at me stone-faced. She's serious, and I can tell from my ability that she's being completely earnest. There's no sign of her messing with me.
やっぱりこんな怪しげな話、簡単には信じてもらえないと思いますが。
Oh, well, what I should say, it certainly does sound unscientific. But I did see those feathers go inside me, so I don't think you're lying or delusional or anything. We're just trying to process it all.
そうですよね。せかしてしまってごめんなさい。
Yeah, that's fine. That just shows how important it is to you. I want to ask you something. Are those feathers the only reason you think I've absorbed your heart
い
fragments?
え、もう一つ。さっき高安という名前を口にしましたよね。
Yeah, I did. I heard that name at some point during my waking
で
dream.
も星名くんはその名前に心当たりはないんですよね。
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever heard that name. Is that someone you know?
はい。高安先輩はこの学院の3年の先輩です。
Oh,
つ
really?
い先月、同じクラスの女子と付き合うことになったらしく、初めての彼女で非常に喜んでいたそうです。
You know an awful lot about that.
占ったんです。その高安先輩の交際相手である女の子の恋愛運を。それでどうすれば付き合えるようになるかアドバイスも。
That was something she did as part of the occult club.
無事交際できるようになって、その時の嬉しい気持ちの一部をあの瓶に。
So then what I heard
かけら
was...
に宿っていた感情といいますか、記憶を読み取ったんじゃないかと。他にも聞こえたりしませんでしたか？例えば試験の点数が悪くて困ってる人とか、友達と喧嘩してしまったとか。
No, neither of those
だ
two.
ったら部活のレギュラーが取れなくて悩んだり、恋人の浮気に関する悩みはどうですか？
Yeah, I heard about those. One was mad or maybe jealous because they couldn't become a regular, and the other was upset by their boyfriend cheating on them. So basically, these are all problems girls came to you with and helped you resolve. And you helped resolve.
はい、そうです。
Then you're offering counseling here at the occult club in order to gather those heart
は
fragments.
い、そうです。
I see. By her hiding this fact must have been the reason why I perceived something was off when she said she wanted to help with my problems. You said those heart fragments are strong emotions, right? Then that means you're able to gather some whenever you help someone with their problems.
はい、大まかには人の心はとても繊細でバランスが重要になります。ですから強い感情に偏るとバランスが崩れて良くないんです。仮にそれが嬉しい気持ちだったとしても、大きすぎるとバランスが崩れて反動が生じてしまうので。
Yeah, I could see that. I think there is a level of happiness like that is too much. Only because if you're too happy, then I think that makes you kind of become naive, and I think that can kind of make you fall further when something bad happens in your life. Like if you're so used to just constant happiness, if something bad happens, it might feel like it's the end of the world just because you're not used to dealing with disappointment and dealing with things not turning out the way you'd like. Like there does need to be like kind of this a balance of emotions. I do think that it's still possible when you do have that balance for things that end up negatively to hurt more than they should. I mean, there's a lot of things that factor into that. I'm not claiming to be an expert. I'm probably someone they need to study about that, okay? Because, you know, shit happens and it's hard, you know, especially as you get older. Like, shit happening that just doesn't go the way you'd like. It's just, it sucks and it's hard. Um, you know, it's something you can eventually deal with and get through, but life can just be really shitty. And sometimes it feels like you have all the reasons to be happy and you're not. Side effects. I mean, like how some people really love their work, who really love their work will grow apathetic once they retire.
そうですね。そういう人も含まれると思います。ですから、心にはバランスを取る必要があって、そのために余計な分を回収したものが心のかけらです。
I more or less understand everything she just said. I'm pretty sure, at least. I can tell she's not lying. I saw those feathers enter my body and I heard those voices for myself. But still, this is all uncharted territory for me. I have an endless amount of questions. Hey, Achi-san.
はい。
Let's say I fully believe you for the moment. How am I supposed to return your fragments to you?
あ、それは。
You have no idea, do you?
はい。ごめんなさい。
It's okay, you shouldn't have to apologize, but now what? I'd love to give them back to her, but I can't do so if I don't know how. Utterly stumped, the two of us fall into an awkward silence. Then, with almost perfect timing, someone knocks on the door.
はい。
まだ残ってるのあやち。で、星名じゃないか。
Here, gosh, I always want to say something else. Hisha Shima Sensei. I don't know why that's so hard, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but should I say Hisashima Sensei? Hisashima Sensei? Should I just break it up differently? Would that help me pronounce it better? What are you doing here?
それはこちらのセリフだ。君の方こそ何をしてるんだこんなところで。
Well, you know, first off, that sounds really convincing. Yeah, not awkward or weird or suspicious at all.
変なことしてないだろうね。
Hey, it's not me you have to worry about here, okay? Not doing anything wrong here.
それよりも先生、どうかしたんですか？
特別棟を閉める時間。部室の鍵を返却して早く帰りなさい。
もうそんな時間ですか？
She's right, it's dark outside.
事前申請なしでこれ以上遅くなるようなら部活停止になりかねないぞ。
ですが。
Aichi-san, staying here won't get us anywhere anyways. Don't you think it's better if we calm down for now and think about this later?
そうですね。
話はまとまった？だったらほら、早く帰りなさい。
We have a pretty nice school here. What's the plan now?
さっき言われた通り、ちょっと落ち着いて考えてみます。それに相談もしたいですから。
Someone you want to consult, huh? You have someone you can talk to about this.
はい。私に心のかけらのことを教えてくれた人に。
It's not a cat, is it? I guess we should call it a day then. Alright, I'll be on my way home. What about you?
このまま直接行こうと思います。
Just tell me if you learn anything new or want to try something out. I'll return those fragments to you if I can.
わかりました。ありがとうございます。念のために連絡先を教えてもらってもいいですか？
Oh yeah, of course. Take out my phone and exchange numbers with her. Never thought I'd exchange numbers with such a cute girl. Damn, that's pretty exciting. Though I shouldn't be too happy about it considering the situation we're in.
何かわかったら連絡させてもらいますね。
Alright. Oh, it's already dark, so let me see you to that person's place.
いえ、すぐ近くですから平気です。それじゃあ、さようなら。
Okay, see you. Before goodbye's out of the way, Ayachi-san takes her leave. Seeing how much she panicked, I guess those heart fragments were really important to her. I'd like to return them to her, but how? I have no idea what to do. That's me in so many life situations. That's exactly what I say.
サノバウィッチ。
今度こそレギュラーに絶対レギュラーになるんだから。
Again.
さんのおかげで高安くんと付き合えるようになっちゃった。相談してよかった。
However, this time around the voices are quieter, or maybe more distant. Emotional reaction I'm experiencing is also a lot less intense than at the occult club. This much should be... Stretch out and slowly wake up. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. I think this is a good amount of time. And I think we've gotten through quite a lot of conversations. So we're already starting off, and I know this is obviously older than Cafe Stella, so Cafe Stella was more likely inspired by this, but it does kind of remind me of that. That's really one of the few user-soft ones I can compare it to, just because I've only played that in Parquet. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of the butterflies a little bit, and we're gonna have to deal with the emotions and everything that comes with them. So kind of an interesting premise. I'm sure if I went a little bit further and got to see the conversation that's going to happen between her and whoever this other person is, I'm sure we'll get a better idea of what to expect. But I do want to leave it here. I think this is a good place to stop. So getting closer to Aichi, I like how we're actually interacting with her now. We kind of got... I would like to believe everything kind of sorted out, but we'll see if that's the case. Got over some of the library trauma. And, we're slowly getting closer to her. We got to see the club president, Toko. So that was nice. She's very friendly. Getting an idea of the cast of characters we're going to be experiencing. So it's been pretty fun so far. I am enjoying this actually quite a bit. It's been nice playing a user-soft game again. Like, I need breaks in between them. I feel like they're a lot to take in. But at the same time, I do really enjoy them. So we're going to leave it here, and I shall see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.